What's going on, world? It's another impressive episode of Sneak Peek there on your screen. I'm your host, George Kill. Glad you tuned in. So after featuring Paul Rodriguez, the first professional skater in our Sneak Peek series, we visit East Coast boutique owner Adam G, aka Soley Ghost, in episode 2. In the first ever Sneak Peek filmed outside of a home, Ghost gives us the rundown on his unseen samples, customs, and some of the most sought after sneakers ever created. All right, Nice Kicks fan, we're out here in Rahway, New Jersey, this time with my man Ghost. How you doing, man?
Good, everything's good.
Yeah, so we're actually here at East Coast.
Correct, it's my store. I opened it about 4 months ago. I've been in the sneaker game a while. I thought it was only right. I opened up a store and helped out the public a little bit.
Right, so we had to come do an industry sneak peek with you. How many pairs of shoes are you gonna show us?
Around 40 pairs.
What? 40?
Don't get it twisted, I have a crazy collection at home too. I just bought 40 gems that I thought were worth showing.
This is a sneak peek though.
Oh, don't worry, I got this.
Let's check it out.
Let's go. To begin with, I keep this case here pretty much for when people come in just to see, some of my shoes that are on display. These shoes in particular are not for sale. People come in and offer crazy, amounts of them all the time. But, this is not something a part of my own personal collection that I'd never get rid of. First up, I'm gonna go with these Look-See Sample 10s. Shoe was made about 2 years ago. Before they put out the Chicago 10s, Jordan Brand played with the idea that they were going to put the 23 on the side. They actually scratched that idea and just put out the regular one, but I'm one of the owners of maybe there's probably 4 or 5 pairs of these in existence. This right here, UNC 4, this isn't your normal UNC 4. This is the sample of the sample. They basically made this shoe, sent it to Jordan Brand, they approved it, made the player shoes. This is a size 9. It's very hard. People who are collectors out there know how hard it is to find this shoe in a size 9. All right, now this is a unicorn. This right here is an RFC sample. Basically, I had the shoe for about a year now. It has about 6 differences from this shoe compared to the one that released. One being the laces, the actual color of the teal. If you actually feel the quality of the actual elephant print or cement print, whatever you want to call it, it's an overall better quality shoe. On this sample shoe right here, it says it on the tag, they lasered the holes for the netting. On the regular released one, the holes are punched out. So, the holes are more perfect. So, when you actually look at the shoe from far away, you see more of the netting. On the other one, it's more camouflage into the shoe, you really don't see it. This right here, this is what we call a unicorn. These are Diana Taurasi, LeBron 10s. To be honest with you, I really don't like wearing her shoes, nothing personal to her. I'm just not, a fan like that. But I had to get the shoe just because I really like the colorway. This orange with the black and the gray with the speckles, to me, really set it off. This is also a very nice shoe. It's the LeBron 10, KO, Think Pink, whatever you want to call it, sample. Rumors that there's only around 20 pairs of these in existence. Not too sure on those numbers. They put these shoes out in October every year for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Another great LeBron model. I like it. It's just different. Real men wear pink. Now this is something that I hold dear to my heart. Good people over at PMK, Dre, Kelp, good friends of mine. I've known them for a while now. They put out the Brooklyn Zoo. Jay-Z debuted it opening day for the Brooklyn Nets game. Started a whole frenzy. They released an Unknown Miami. There's only 10 pairs that were made. This shoe right here is made of 9 skins. Elephant, there's some python, the inside calf, there's alligator on the back, a stingray on the shoe. Just a really, really well made shoe. Out of the 10 shoes, the one that actually was displayed in Unknown Miami, I own that shoe. And it was a size 11. And that was the first one that I bought. And it came with the actual big red case, the one that you saw displayed with the removable top and everything. And it broke my heart that I didn't have my size to wear. So I hit them up and I said, I own the size 11. I can't fit it. This is a shoe I want to wear. They ended up saying, we had one more spot for you that didn't sell. Let's get it. So they ended up making me, my other one. I got the 10th pair. Lucky enough to have this shoe. This is really, really great quality. When you look at it, the stitching, everything on the shoe is done so perfectly.
So look, I'm seeing some other stuff over here. Is this for sale or?
No, this is another rack I just set up for today. This is just some stuff that I have. Wanted to just be a little bit different. I watched all the sneak peeks and, I saw people show a lot of different stuff, so I just wanted to bring some stuff today that maybe you haven't seen on Sneak Peek before. You know, a few other people, they talked about OGs. Me, when I consider OGs, you know, I'm considering sneakers that are, you know, 20, 25 years old. This shoe right here, Air Jordan 1, was released in '85, the white metallic. The metallic series is more rare than the regular series. I've owned this shoe for a little bit now. It's a really great shoe. You know, it's hard to find these shoes in quality like this. You know, they're always cracking. People always say to me, you know, the shoes, they're in bad shape. Why would you want to own something like this? This is history. That's why I want to own it. It's not something that I own it for the looks. I own it for what this means to the game of sneakers and to the game of basketball. You know, this is something that I hold dear. Also, we got, you know, the Carolinas. This was made in '85 in tribute to, you know, his college years. Another really dope shoe. Then you got the, you know, the white and neutral gray. Another pretty crazy shoe. You know, minimal cracking for how old it is. And then this one to me is just a classic. You know, that black and white. You put this on, you can put this on with anything. You know, just another great quality shoe. You know, can't miss the logo. You know, that's great with the logos on there so nicely. You know, a lot of the other ones is falling off or not as prevalent, you know. OG 14 Last Shot. It's a really great shoe. After Jordan 14, honestly, I stopped collecting. I don't collect any of the higher numbers. That's just me being completely honest with you. I'm gonna show you something that maybe not a lot of other people have seen before. This right here was put out in 2005. They actually ended up re-retroing this shoe in 2005, but this shoe is the sample. It's called the Red Tongue sample. You know, they decided not to put it out this way. I only know maybe about 2 or 3 other people that own this shoe. I'm happy to be one of the owners of it. So then I wanted to get into something a little bit different, you know, see everyone with this whole what the theme. Pretty dope theme. So I decided to just bring out some of my what the kicks. Start out with the what the MVPs, obviously everybody knows what these are. I wore it a few times. I'm not really a fan in the sense of that, you know, I wear it all the time, but I do break it out once in a while just to break some necks. What the Kobe. Pretty dope shoe. My actual highlight of the shoe is the 3M Nike on it. Other what the Kobe's. Cool shoe. I grew up on Jordan, so I'm mostly a Jordan person. When LeBron started with his shoes, I started with all the LeBrons too, but you know, Kobe, KDs, I own a few of them. What the KD. Now this shoe right here, honestly in my collection, I have a few shoes that I truly love and I wear a lot. This is one of them. This shoe right here, honestly, is a great, great shoe. Not for the simple fact that it's a what the LeBron 9, for the simple fact of the detail and what they put into this shoe, you know, the Watch the Throne bottom part. I like that the soles match. And you see, I wear this shoe, but I clean my shoes. You know, when it comes to this whole sneaker thing, there's a lot of people that are out there and they're so-called collectors or whatever else. You know, I happen to be one of those people that believes in wearing your kicks. I know you saw Perfect Pass say probably 10 times on his sneak peek, wear your kicks. And I'm gonna tell you it again, wear your kicks. Every shoe that I own at some point has been on my foot and, you know, will be on my foot in the future. I don't collect any of these things to, you know, sit in a box and not wear. My personal favorite, you know, which you could see from the next shelf, is the LeBron 9. Just the way it feels, the actual comfort of the shoe, the way it looks when you go out. Watch Throne, I didn't get it, actually wore them the other day, I didn't get a chance to clean them, but it's a bad example after saying that before, but you know, it's another dope shoe. Cannons, another dope sample. China, pretty cool. I just like the colorway. Being from New York, you know, anything that's blue and orange to me is, you know, an eye catcher. So then on the bottom, we just got the Yeezys. I mean, everyone knows about the Yeezys. I'm not even gonna talk about them. It's not even, you know, I had the Yeezys when they came out in '09. You know what I mean? People just started getting into that now.
You've shown us some pretty crazy stuff, but
this is nothing. I got this.
What?
This is nothing, I got this. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Excuse me, fellas. Undefeated 4, great, great shoe. There's 72 pairs that are in existence. And the rumor is, which not many people know this, is because for the Chicago season when they had the 72 wins. Velcro patch, Jordan Rare Air. This is one of those shoes I keep with a wee-wee pad in my thing to keep it protected from not even touching the walls onto one of my favorites. Dave White 1, Wings for the Future. This is a shoe for charity. There's only 23 pairs of these. On the actual lace, you know, it says Wings for the Future, which is a really dope thing that they added to this shoe. Motorsport 5s, made for Jordan Brand Racing Team. I have a good friend of mine, his name's Fabe Soul. He clears up the soles of the shoe. People ask me all the time, why don't you send it to him to get it done? Because I feel like this shoe is one of those shoes that you just don't get done. You know, this yellow shows the authenticity of the shoe in terms of its age. Now these right here are one of my recent pickups. These are the history of Flight 11s. I don't know if you could see that, where it says Undead Grail Life. It's gonna get worn. My good friend John Reaper, he started this Instagram page where he shows all like the unicorns and gems that are all over Instagram and like puts them on for display. But this shoe right here, which is different from all the other ones, I don't know if you can see this, but you see like the tumbled leather? Just a great quality shoe. The only thing I'm not too much, you know, a big fan of is the black laces. To be honest with you, I think it would go better with the white lace or a red lace, but at the same point, you know, all the history flight samples have some sort of black in them, so I understand why they did it with the 11. These are the reverse infrared sample. Now you have a lot of people out there, customizers, that take, you know, the 2000 version, the black Nike Air on the back, they paint it red. This is the actual sample. You know, it's a very rare shoe, maybe 10 pairs in existence. I'm not too sure of the number, to be honest with you. I just know it's a very, you know, sought after sample. A little bit after with the PMK. I got two shoes that were made personally for me. This shoe was made by JBF. It's a one of one. A really funny story, how these two play into part. When he first started, he started doing the Bread 4. I hit him up and I said, you know, those Bread 4s that you're doing are really dope. I said, but you're putting out 10 pairs. That's not cool with me. I don't want something that everyone else is gonna have. She's like, what are you thinking? I was like, let's do the Thunders. Cool, let's get it. So he made me my shoe. She's really nice shoe. Put the Python on it. Really well put back together. A lot of people hit him up and wanted the shoe made. So he said to me, he said, you know, thinking about it's not gonna be one-on-one no more, do you mind if I, you know, sell it to people? And I said, go ahead, make it for other people. I said, but you got, you know, let's do something else. So I actually sent him a 6, an Olympic 6. He said, just give it time, I'm gonna see if I could work with a 6. I'm not sure, I don't wanna ruin the shoe. One day he hit me up and he said, he sent me a picture. He showed me the 6 all chopped up. So I said, wow, all right, I know it's coming. For this shoe, I knew what I was getting. For this shoe, I had no idea, completely no clue. I just gave it to him and said, do your thing. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want. Then I saw the pictures. And I mean, everybody here could see this is tough. I mean, he did the Japanese denim, 2 different colors of the denim. He did the ostrich. People always ask why you don't have, you know, the heel tab on it. That was left out on purpose. I have something that I've been working on. It's something that I think is gonna be a game changer in terms of the customization world. I'm not sure how people are gonna feel about it, but I'm not supposed to show you this. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? So we're calling it the LeBron Laser. So you know how the Jordan 4 has all the Jordan models? So what we're doing is we're taking the LeBron shoe and we added all of the LeBron models to it. So, you know, this first part is where it's actually lasered onto the shoe. And then this part right here is called reverse lasering. So we just wanted to see which part of the shoe would look better, whether it would be better raised with the lasering or actually in the shoe. We're actually gonna go with it in the shoe. So he also did, you know, my cell phone case. You can see the cell phone case, you know, with the laser or whatever else. He's been lasering a lot of stuff lately. You've heard of the Battle of the Boroughs, the basketball game. So in the championship game last year, Harlem played Brooklyn. Brooklyn wore the Statue of Liberty Hyperposit. Harlem wore these. It's New York City colorway. Another really cool sample. You know, when it comes to the orange and blue, which is gonna lead into my next shoe that I show you, you know, this is something that I have to own when it comes to New York colorways. I am a Knicks fan. I've always been a Knicks fan since Patrick Ewing, John Starks was battling MJ. Okay, funny story about this shoe. I got offered this shoe. I had it for a few weeks and I wanted to put it on my Instagram. and I was told that I couldn't put it on my Instagram for a few more weeks. Finally, when I was given the go-ahead to put it on my Instagram, I put it up, and you know, my followers went from, I don't know, say a couple thousand to almost 10,000 quick. A month after I had this shoe, and it was all over the blogs, Carmelo put it up, and people started commenting on his page and on the Soul Collector page that you're wearing the Ghost PEs. I've heard of one or two. Carmelo may own one more pair, but this is the only size 9 that was made. It was rumored that it was actually gonna release with the CP3 5s. They're not releasing. It's made of ballistic material. You know, with the other 5, the Olive 5, same sort of material. This is actually a little bit better material, and they also toyed with it with the Undefeated 4 sample was made in ballistic material as well. This right here is one of those shoes that if I have to get buried in, it's probably what I'll be in, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure why they honestly put the red. To me, it doesn't really make sense, the red inside liner. But I don't know, I guess it sets the shoe off.
So is that where you want to end it?
No, no way. I still got more. In the whole world of samples, there's things called like unseen samples. No, a lot of the shoes you can't show. I have a lot of them that I'm not allowed to show. It's just the way that it goes. But I do have a couple pair of unseens that pictures have surfaced, so I'm assuming that I'm allowed to show them. I'm gonna show them regardless. This is what we call LeBron 10 Fighter Jet. From what I've heard, under 10 are in existence. When I put it up, people were like, those are crazy IDs. And I was like, you can't ID these. Again, this is a Nice Kicks sneak peek exclusive right here. People give all these shoes weird nicknames, Scooby-Doo, and you know, I'm from a different cloth. I'm a different breed, so I don't really give nicknames like that, but these are called the Dragons. Quality shoe. I haven't worn it yet. I don't know when I'm gonna. At some point I will. You wanna end it off the right way?
You about to end it now?
Yeah, let's end it off the right way. That All-Star game, 28 days of the 28 days of flight, they put out all 28 models of they put out 23 and then the 28 model of the shoe. But me, just because, you know, I have the OG ones and whatever else, this was just a no-brainer to me. I don't even have words for it. This is one of one right here. The leather on this shoe is unbelievable. This is a really, really rare sample. One of my favorites. This is another shoe that, I waited a while to get, and then once the right opportunity came by, I had to own at least one of them. So figured this was a good way, to end the show.
Tell them again, where are we at?
Okay, we're in Rahway, New Jersey. The address is 1546 Irving Street. It's basically about 20 minutes from the city.
Well, Ghost, man, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Letting us do another sneak peek.
Thank
You know this is the first sneak peek we've done inside of a store.
Yeah,
So this is
happy
industry.
to be the first one.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be the first one. Thank you,
man.
thank you, I really appreciate it.